this or that.
Oh no!
All right, we talk about him almost all last episode. You know, his name was popping up here. His name was popping up here. Him's better than him. So let's go ahead and give him his own segment. This or that. Lamelo Ball edition.
Here we go.
First name up. Drew Holiday.
Lamelo Ball.
Give me Lamelo Ball. Next name up. Your boy, Cade Cunningham.
Lamelo Ball. I love Cade too.
I know Melo's been hooping, but Cade has been doing it all. Melo just scores that thing. Cade is averaging great numbers everywhere else. So give me Cade. Okay. Next name. Trae Young.
It's tough. I'm gonna go with Trae.
I'm going with Melo.
Oh.
I know Trae had that good run. I get it, and that's what puts him over the top. He has the all-star appearances, but LaMelo hasn't been healthy. If LaMelo can continuously be healthy, we've seen him.
Now, why is Cade better than LaMelo?
Cade is overall a better player to me because, like I said, LaMelo's just getting them up. Cade is doing it all.
Okay. Wow. I'm gonna have to respect because I'm a Trae guy. I'm gonna say Trae Young.
Okay. Next name. Jamal Murray.
LaMelo Ball.
Give me a LaMelo Ball any day of the week. All right, Toddy. Let's see what you got to say with this next one. Damian Lillard.
Yeah. Right now or just the God? He is.
I'm taking LaMelo Ball. Damian Lillard's always been a smaller guard. We saw it in Portland. LaMelo doesn't bring that to the table. He's 6'8", 6'9". So, and what LaMelo is doing, leading a team, I'm going to have to go with LaMelo Ball.
Because right now, LaMelo's playing better. Dame has done it time in and time again. We've seen it. He's a Hall of Famer. Like, wow. Wow.
You don't sound very convinced, Toddy. You sound like there's a butt coming.
Right now, I'm going to say LaMelo Ball.
All right, Toddy.
15 games in. 15 games in the season.
Next name. Tyrese Halliburton.
LaMelo Ball. I think he's better than Tyrese. I get Tyrese Halliburton had.
Bro, Tyrese Halliburton could average 25 and 12.
Can he?
Yes. Before he got hurt, that's what he was doing.
All NBA, conference finals. This was a huge thing. Like a couple of weeks ago, I saw Austin Rivers on this podcast. He kind of went out saying, "Hey, Tyrese, I get it, everything that you've done, but man, LaMelo is just people forget because LaMelo was hurt. So it's we haven't really seen him, and he twisted it. Kind of the same thing that's happened with Ja. I feel like a lot of people forgot how good Ja was, but Ja was just hurt, and he had a bunch of off-court stuff. Blue agrees. But, it's just, man, bro, I get it. Last year, he's coming off he just had 9 points, Kevin. 9. Against a team with no Paolo Banchero. And they lost.
I get it, but like you said for Dame, the body of work.
Kevin, if LaMelo keeps playing the way that he's playing,
why can't it be with Tyrese? You just said for Dame, look at the body of work.
Tyrese did 1 year.
He got more than Melo. Tyrese Halliburton was very good in that half year in Indiana.
Kevin, if LaMelo keeps playing the way that he's playing, you do realize he's going to get all NBA. He's going to get all-star. All that's going to happen. Then what are we going to say then? It's going to be, well, Tyrese
is also going to be an all-star. And I guess the all-NBA will stamp it because Tyrese is going to be an all-star.
Tyrese, this year he is?
Yeah.
Because, there's a couple of point guards in the NBA. Those spots, they shrink up. So it's okay. Who's gonna get the nod over here? Him. So it's gonna come down to a couple of these point guards that we're talking about right now.
Like I said, man, give me Tyrese Halliburton.
Give me
this next name, Toddy. I promise you, brother. I'll end the stream. De'Aaron Fox.
Ooh.
Don't be crazy.
Who do you got?
De'Aaron Fox, bro. What? Who do I have? De'Aaron Fox, clutch player of the year. De'Aaron Fox, like you said with Dame, the body of work is there. He is on the way to having one of his best seasons. He declined the money because he wants that All NBA. They both have an All-Star nod, but one has an All NBA nod.
Does De'Aaron have an All NBA?
Yeah, he was third team the year with the playoffs. Him and Sabonis.
He was a part of the reason why the Kings got to their first playoff run in how many years, Kevin?
Too long. I want to say 16.
Okay. Wow. Talent-wise, who is more talented?
De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox led the league in steals and was the clutch player of the year.
What does that mean?
That means when a bucket is needed, they go to him.
I don't know. When they need a bucket, who do the Hornets go to?
You're telling De'Aaron Fox had a year, clutch player of the year.
I'm just trying to figure out why.
All NBA. Lamelo has never made an All NBA team.
He has not yet. He is not. You're right.
There's no positions now, Toddy. Is he a top 15 player in the NBA? Is that what you're telling us today? That LaMelo Ball is a top 15 player in the NBA?
Hey, man, he keeps doing the shit that he's doing right now. He's definitely an All-NBA player. I don't know.
You just said with the Cavs a couple segments ago. Is this going to keep up in the playoffs if they make the playoffs?
I'm a De'Aaron guy. I've been watching De'Aaron since high school. Like, I was in high school, all of his, like, I've been watching him. I love De'Aaron Fox. Like, when he was drafted, and I saw that, when I saw Lonzo Ball get drafted over him, I was flabbergasted because I was like, what evidence showed when they went up against each other that Lamelo or that Lonzo Ball was better than De'Aaron? Like, if you watch them go at it in college, De'Aaron was a better player. So, I mean, and I get Lonzo had a bunch of injuries in the NBA, but coming out of college, I thought De'Aaron was the best point guard in that class.
Stamps.
But, I mean, for the Kings to get him, I was stoked for the Kings to get him because I still do root for the Kings. I'm gonna go with De'Aaron Fox, just very slightly. I am not trying to be the prisoner of the moment type of guy. I get it. Dame Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, all those guys. Dame is like gonna be a Hall of Famer. I just think right now, this case and age, who would you have moving forward? I would take Lamelo. De'Aaron right now is looking for another contract. This will be his third contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
so, I mean, he took the Kings to the playoffs, and in his first game in the playoffs, he had didn't he almost have 40? Or he had So, I mean, he's De'Aaron's probably going to go down as one of the best Kings ever, dare I say. Hopefully he retires.
Early.
But I mean,
he doesn't.
He's one of those guys that, I mean, I don't know. I'm LaMelo. He's good. I think he could be one of those guys too. But I mean, still early in his career. I think this is the year where he blasts off. We're kind of seeing it right now. But I think you guys could definitely see how high I am on LaMelo Ball. It's just injuries definitely play a part in it. I mean, Steph Curry early in his career was a guy that we didn't know what he was going to be because of the ankle injuries. And then along came a guy named Mark Jackson. They took off. After that, a guy named Steve Kerr came along.
Now somebody's asking me if I think Steph's the best point guard ever. That's all she wrote.
And there we are.
So are you taking De'Aaron Fox? I don't know if you made a stamp.
Yeah, I'm going with De'Aaron. I'll take De'Aaron over LaMelo. But I do think LaMelo's, the way that he's playing right now, he can definitely be an All-NBA caliber player.